Hey everybody, it's Josh Connor in the Songwriters Circle. Another visit at the Opry Backstage Grill tonight, where new group Brassfield Alley is performing. And in the Songwriters Circle tonight, it's hitmaker Keith Anderson. Hey Keith.
How you been?
Excellent. What you been up to?
Oh man, we're traveling a lot. We've been touring a ton. I took a little time off a while back when I lost my mom, and just kind of got through the healing process of that, and started touring again about a year and a half ago. And this year's we finished up really strong, and I think next year we're looking like it's going to be one of the busiest years I've had in a long time. So I'm tired. I got a 1-year-old little boy and a 3-year-old daughter and a 17-year-old stepdaughter, and touring as much as I ever have. So it's a different kind of tired, but it's a good tired.
Well, there's so many songs we could talk about. Let's pick a couple, actually. Let's talk about Lost in This Moment.
Lost in This Moment, it's people. I wrote that with John Rich and Rodney Clausen. We were all single at the time, and decided, it was always, people ask the question, how did 3 single guys write a wedding song? Well, we were the guys in our small towns that were the wedding singers that everybody,
right, yeah.
your family, friends, family, family's friends would call to sing in their wedding. And we'd always say yeah, because there'd be, free beer and free food and usually cute bridesmaids, which I did meet my wife at a wedding singing, so that worked out for me. But we just started talking about the things we saw as wedding singers. You're on stage, you're kind of looking at things differently. You're on the stage looking out instead of in the congregation looking up. And so really you get to see the faces up front of the bride and the groom, all their best friends looking right up at them and at the preacher, and you get to see the front row first, just right up there up close to the mom and dad, grandparents, everybody. And you get to see some amazing emotions and the things that went on. So we just started talking about some of the cool moments that we'd seen in our years of singing weddings, and some of the cool things that had happened. And we said, let's just paint a picture with those words.
Did very, very well. And the song you wrote for your mom, I want you to tell a little bit about that too.
Well, as a brand new one, I lost my mom. That's one of the reasons we got off the road, was after losing my mom to brain cancer, and it was just an emotional overload. I'd never lost a friend, a cousin, anybody. And the first one was my mom, who was just one of the greatest spiritual women, spiritual humans that I knew, that just really lived everything that she believed. And it was hard. We were going for there was a song called I Still Miss You that we were going for #1 on that 4 weeks after she had passed away, and it was just a lot of interviews about that and having to kind of talk about it over and over, and just kind of an emotional overload. Kind of had to shut some stuff down where I didn't cry every 2 seconds, and so got off the road and started my own family, and married my long-term girlfriend, got some great little kids, and just kind of slowly got back into it, but didn't really start to write. People were always like, man, I'm sure you've written some cool stuff or some amazing stuff. It just hadn't. It was tough, and we just finished something. Just were in the studio last week writing a brand new song that it really kind of, I think there was just so many emotions about how you do feel. I just kept thinking I had to get them all in one song, and realized you really didn't. And we were able to just really write this thing called Right Where You Always Wanted to Be. And I'm excited to start playing that. We're not just so new. I haven't even got it ready. I ran through it a couple times a day, but just trying to remember all the lyrics at this point are just a little bit off. And it's one of those you don't want to just be looking at a lyric sheet the whole time. But I'm excited about that one. So
look forward to hearing that one.
Thank you very much.
And tell us your words of song wisdom for those up and coming writers out there.
Well, it's one of those deals where, my dad taught me early on, just show up and work every day. You never know when the great things are going to happen. And so as a writer, write every day. You don't know when that one thing is going to happen that's going to inspire you or your co-writer. And just try to always write with people that are better than you. Try to learn, try to get around the people, try to get out and sing out live and be heard. Because the best thing you're going to do is when somebody else hears you. And the worst thing you do is go up to somebody that's really a big old name writer, and when you're trying to become a writer and bug them. Just be seen, be heard, and let people approach you and ask you, and just do it. Just write, and never stop.
And Keith Anderson in the Songwriters Circle, thank you.
Thank you. This is cool. I'm excited about tonight.
Remember, you can find out more about songwriting. You can see more interviews with Nashville's hit songwriters and so much more. It's online for you all right now. Josh Connor in the songwriterscircle.com. See you there.